So it is day 3 of the 2025 Southern Street Stock Nationals here at Whynot, Mississippi. Last night we qualified and then we ran our qualifier race. I felt like in qualifying, I got the car free enough, it felt good, was kind of in the middle of the pack, but then turned around, I started in 10th place. I ended up finishing 13th because the only line I could get to work was the bottom, and I was having to get on the brakes. The car was shoving the nose, it wasn't going well, so I'm working on the car. But I had about 30 pounds of lead right here to this right front of the car, and I'm gonna put just a little bit more trail in the right rear of the car, take a little bit of trail out of the left rear. So I'm gonna back the rear end up just a little bit and add just a little bit more rear steer to the car. Trying to get the car to work, so if I'm on the bottom of the track and I do have to work on the brakes a little bit and slow the car down, a little extra lead so that I can keep the car over on that right front at a slower speed. And then also the car has a little bit more rear steer there, keep that car turn, you know, on a shorter circle around the bottom of the track. That's the plan. Definitely going to do something because I do not like how it went in that qualifier. We have our B main tonight. I'm starting in, let's see, 8th place is where I'm starting in the B main. They're only taking the top 3. So let's get busy.
There's cars out on the racetrack now. They're kind of rolling in the speedway. We're looking forward to a big night here at the house for the 13th annual Tracks Plus Southern Street Stock Nationals presented by Crate Racing USA.
show. I tried and ran pretty good. You know, moved up a couple of positions, but nothing like I had to move up to get in the show. I had to go to the front to get in the show. And so, you know, I was switching up. I was working the high side. I was working the bottom. I got the car to work fairly decently. Had to turn on the three-wheel brakes. Had to really make sure I stayed in the throttle, you know, at all times and never completely lift. Smacked into the wall one time. There was not much cushion on one end to work with. And not only that, with my car wanting to shove the nose, it made it really hard for me to get that car to back into that cushion. When I could, it's like, if I could get the right rear to stick on that cushion, I could hit the gas and go, but I couldn't hardly, you know, it was like, it was wanting to blow through the cushion. So that was really scary being up there. But I was doing it because there was a couple of cars I got by doing that. But you know, then on the bottom, I switched up to pass a car, but then it wasn't actually faster down there. You know, so did the best I could with what I had. I still need to figure out how to free this car up more. I really do understand what's holding me back at this point. I gotta study this some more, but yeah, we're gonna make a change. I think I've really been making a point of sticking with the springs I'm on, but I'm just not satisfied. I gotta do something. I think there's still a non-qualifier feature race tomorrow night that pays money, you know, just like any Saturday night show. And I think the car is fine. I slammed into the wall on the right side, so I'll have to go through, check my front end, make sure I haven't been a ball joint, nothing like that. I can see the lip of my right front wheel has got that concrete chalk marks around it. It's not really been in, but I got to go through the front end of the car tomorrow when I get to the track. So stick around, we'll look at the car, we'll probably run a non-qualifier and see if we can't get some money before we go home. See you then.